It's great to be here. Really proud of the young women on our team. They've worked really hard and they've earned this. And we know we have an incredible opponent on Thursday. And we just want to put our best foot forward out here.
Okay, questions? We go to the second row on the right.
Cora Hall with Knox News Sentinel. Karen, you guys obviously won a road series at Oklahoma end of March, but they kind of took off end of the season, completely different team. Just how different are they now, and how much more of a challenge will they be tomorrow?
I think everybody's a whole lot different than March, and I don't think that series means anything for this week. Winning at Oklahoma, I think the thing it did for our team was gave them the confidence, and we kind of came together and solidified some things in our lineup. But other than that, it means absolutely nothing for Thursday. It's a brand new season. And really, at every stage of the postseason, that's kind of what we've talked about. This is a brand new season. Everybody is 0-0. You have some experiences that you can draw from, but it's a brand new ball game.
Okay, we go second row to the left. Eli.
Eli Letterman, ESPN. Karen, with Carlin, obviously so much gets made about how hard she throws and the records, but in terms of being a complete pitcher, curious what's impressed you or where you've seen her grow from freshman year to now, or even just this spring, in being a completely dominant pitcher.
How long do you have?
As long as they'll give me here.
Yeah, it's really remarkable when you look at Carlin from freshman to now. I would say, the Cliff Note version is as a freshman, the velo was there, maybe a little bit wild, but she really bought into developing all the other pitches, developing her rise ball, her drop ball, her changeup, and not just, oh, okay, I need them, but really embracing it and kind of diving all in. And I remember coming into this year, she said, my goal isn't to just throw them, my goal is to love them as much as I love throwing my fastball. And that's why you see her doing what she's doing now. You see her numbers getting better every year. A ton of credit to Carlin, obviously, and then a lot of credit to our pitching coach, Megan Smith, and the work that she does with her. You've also seen tremendous growth in her mental game, and that's, I think, the beauty of Carlin is how mentally tough she is, but it's because she's so honest and self-aware and accountable, and she's just going to problem solve. She's not going to get lost in dwelling on anything, drama, emotion. She just wants to go out there and figure it out and get better tomorrow.
Okay, we go front row right.
Brady Vernon, Softball America. Karen and Carlin, you can talk to this as well. Just, do you think at times Megan, what she does with the staff goes underappreciated, especially going back and looking at Peyton and Ashley as well?
I think she's one of the most underrated pitching coaches in the country. And, a lot of that is because Megan's a real family person. So when she's not pouring into Tennessee softball, she wants to spend time with her family. So she's probably not out there as much as some other coaches are doing things away from our team. That's okay. But she's fantastic at what she does, and I think the numbers speak for themselves. We've had an All-American pitcher for quite a few years running now, and, Megan's only been with us a short 5 years.
Yeah, Megan, she's just devoted so much time into me and all of our pitching staff this year and previous years, like Karen said, having Ashley Rogers, Peyton Gottschall, we really love her, and she really just helps build us up, both on the field and off the field mentally, so really underrated for sure.
Okay, we go second row right.
Cora Hall with Knox News. If all three of you guys could kind of talk about this, but the poker chips that you guys have in your pocket every game, and I know it has your punch to kill, keep throwing punches on it, but can you talk about where the idea for that came from to actually have them in the pocket during games and what you guys have liked about that this season?
Coach, if you could maybe start, then go down the line for me.
Okay. I think we got to postseason and we kind of talked about, now you're playing with house money, right? And they kind of looked at me funny because they probably haven't gambled as much as I have. And I said, house money means, you go and you win some money and it's not yours, it's the house's. So, it's like you just get to go for it. You get to take that chunk of money and just go for it. And the idea was no holding back, go all in. And I said, for example, you could put all in on 25 red, and of course had to explain roulette. But so then actually 2 of our staff members the next week, they had ordered those orange chips and put 25 strong on one side and KTP, PTK on the other side. And we gave them to them before regionals, I think it was. Yeah, just to exemplify we are 25 strong and we are all in on everything we do. And I think that's the big thing is we are 25 strong. These guys and a couple other people get a lot of attention, but our dugout makes us. Our dugout is absolutely incredible. Every lady in that dugout is team first.
Yeah, everything Karen said, and then again, just having one of those like physical reminders in your back pocket. I think it's super cool just to know that that's there, and kind of a reminder to play free. And then, you know, it's something we all share as a team. You know, we have that one little token that we're going to take with us all the way through. So, yeah, just being able to share that with everybody and have that reminder to play free, play present, and play with joy.
Ditto to everything they said. At least for me too, like as a senior, it's really cool because each chip, I think we passed some more out over during supers, and they have like different sayings on it, whatever it takes, KTP, PTK, like just kind of different things that'll keep you locked in. But kind of like Carlin said, you know, we're 25 strong. It's kind of just a reminder that we're all playing for each other, and at least for me too, just a good way to, you know, look at our teammates and be like, just kind of lock in and play with joy, playing with them as our final moments come. But ultimately, it's just kind of a good thing for us to stay locked in and to play for each other.
Okay, we'll go third row on the right, back corner.
Hi, Noah Ram with the Gainesville Sun. Coach, just wanted to ask about how you guys potentially would go about evaluating SEC teams that you haven't seen yet this season, so like a team maybe like a Florida. And just, is the evaluation process any different than you guys facing just a kind of team outside the SEC, or is it a little different because you have so many common opponents? Would you guys go about that as the tournament goes on?
Yeah, I don't think it's any different, but and the beauty of it is, for example, you know, when we go to play a team, they might have played Florida the week before in SEC. So we might have seen Florida, even though that wasn't who we were really diving into. We've probably, as a coaching staff, gotten some looks at them. You know, we got to deal with first things first on Thursday. You got to play that game, and then whatever happens after that, you dive into that. But I guess because they're in the SEC, there's probably a better chance we might have seen some video just by circumstance.
Okay, we'll stay on the third row on the right. Scott.
Scott Wright from the Oklahoman. McKenna and Carlin first, and then Karen, if you'd like to chime in on this as well. I'm curious what the player's perspective of the current pro landscape is. It's something that's kind of gone up and down over your lifetimes, really. But with Athletes Unlimited right now in particular, seems to be kind of heading in a direction that is much needed for the sport. I'm curious what your thoughts are, and Karen, you as well, please.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's a really cool opportunity for, you know, female athletes, obviously softball players, but just to kind of get a little perspective on, you know, what life after college is going to be like. And I think it's a great opportunity to continue playing. We have someone on our staff that's been playing for a while, Aubrey Leach, and you got some amazing players that's played college in previous years playing for Athletes Unlimited now. And I think it's just a really cool opportunity to grow the sport and grow views, and I can't wait to see the viewage growing in future years, because it's kind of still a little bit underrated now, but just a really cool way to continue the sport, grow revenue for, you know, players and different NIL opportunities. So I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's amazing to see where the sport has grown from when I was younger. You know, watching college softball, there wasn't Athletes Unlimited or anything like that. So it's a privilege to be a part of the generation now to where we get to go to that next level and really grow the sport of softball. And it's exciting to see that how much it's growing in such a short time and how it will continue to grow. So I'm very honored to be a part of that.
I think any women's professional league that has been successful has had significant financial backing, and not just ticket sales and merchandising and things like that. And softball is going to need the same thing. And I don't know that there's anything official yet, but we've heard that MLB is interested in getting involved. I think Kim Ng is going to make a huge difference being the commissioner of this league. And it's a long time coming. These young women deserve it, and I'm just very hopeful that this is the one that actually is sustainable.
Okay, we go front row to the right.
Brady Verdant, Softball America. Just, McKenna, how have you seen this offense grow, especially with the youngsters like Ella and Gabby, who made a really big difference last weekend?
Yeah, I'm super proud of this team. Just the way that we've been able to grow this season from, you know, early on you kind of get a glimpse of what we can do, but we've played some tough teams throughout this season. SEC is a very tough conference, and I'm just really proud to see just the growth because we do have a young lineup and a young staff. So especially Ella, Gabby, they're really playing into their roles, and this is a perfect time for them to step up and be big and be bold with what they're doing. And we've had a lot of growth just both mentally and physically throughout the lineup. So I'm just really proud of this team and really lucky to be here, and that's what's gotten us here too.
Okay, we go second row on the right.
Grace Wasoli, SECsports.com. Carlin, we know your talent does go further than throwing hard, but obviously that does tend to garner a lot of national attention. Just hoping you can speak a little bit about what fuels those moments behind the record-breaking pitches and how it feels to just be a part of something that is so big for the sport.
Yeah, well, I mean, immediate thought is my team. I'd say my team fuels really all of my pitching, knowing that they're behind me, knowing that my goal is to, at the end of the day, win for my team. So I think that is a big motivator for me to continue to push and grow as a pitcher and reach new heights. It's exciting to have that recognition, I'd say, but at the end of the day, it's really just about winning for my team and moving on to bigger things together.
Okay, we'll go second row on the right here.
Cora Hall, Knox News Sentinel. Karen and Carlin, I wanted to ask you about Sophia. For Carlin, just kind of how would you describe your guys' relationship on the field? It seems like sometimes she kind of knows when you need a little meeting, maybe makes you laugh. Just how does she help you relax on the field? And for Karen, I know you guys were one of the first Power Conference schools to really recruit her out of high school. Just how cool is it to see her journey come full circle with you guys and help lead you back to the World Series?
Coach, if you want to go first. You can.
Yeah, we had Sophia on campus probably in the 9th grade. This is back when early recruiting was the thing. And it came down to us in OU, and she chose OU. And she was just a player that, you build relationships when you recruit and build relationships with the families. And was really, really happy when I saw her name go in the portal and knew that we wanted to get her this time around. So fortunately for us, we did. Sophia has grown so much in 2 years. I think her first year was kind of like just sort of wading in and sort of figuring out how she fit and kind of her place with the team and her personality. And this year, it's been so cool to watch her just get more passionate on the field, play with more fire, just communicate at such a high level. And if you've watched our team, she gets better every single week. And you don't always see that with a senior, Sometimes they kind of plateau, but she just keeps getting better and has bigger and bigger moments for us each week.
Yeah, the battery. I always say it's kind of like a two-man job, so I think she does a great job of knowing what I need to hear in tough moments, knowing when to come out to the mound and speak, and really just devote so much to, making sure that I'm good. And before innings, if that's, a little pep talk or, just asking how I'm feeling, anything like that, she's always having great communication and does so not only with me, but the entire team, I think. And she's one of our most amazing players, amazing teammates, and I'm super happy and thankful for a catcher like her.
Any other questions? Okay, we'll wrap things up. Thank you, Tennessee.